Hi, how you doing?
Minister, we're going to keep going.
I just want to ask if you're, what are your opinions on genocide?
My heart hurts anytime any person suffers in any way, and certainly anytime I see tragedy anywhere.
So why not call for a ceasefire?
I think that our government has called for a pause.
That's not a ceasefire.
Not a ceasefire.
So that we can.
People are still dying in Palestine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I want to see is an end to hostilities.
Then a ceasefire.
Exactly. What I want to see is for there to be a cessation so that we can bring
ceasefire.
What I'm asking for is for both sides right now to step back and to find a way to permanent peace.
State of Israel.
No, look. I think what I want to see is for in this country, in the way that we have conversations with each other, to first say, I acknowledge. I don't know you. I've never met you, but I'm certain that your heart is in the same place that mine is, which is that whether or not, of course, or
where yours is?
My heart is whether or not it's Ethiopia right now in the ethnic cleansing we're seeing in Ethiopia, or whether or not we see no matter where my heart.
Genocide is acceptable.
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
If you're going to yell at me,
Ceasefire now!
The idea that my heart's not in the same. I want peace. Do you think that that's not in my heart? Of course it is. Peace is in my heart. Peace is in your heart. How we treat is good. How we. No, what I'm trying to do right now is find a path to peace and trying to hold the country together. A rise in Islamophobia, a rise in anti-Semitism in our own country. The way that we're talking to good people, the way that we're talking to good people. The idea that, with all due respect, I respect you as a good person. I hope that you also do the same to me. Why? Can I ask you?
Genocide or not? Yes or no?
But first of all, how is this helpful? How is yelling at me?
What's helpful is the government of Canada calling for a ceasefire now.
What do you want to see a stop?
Do you want to see 20,000 dead? How many children have to die?
Nobody.
4,000 children dead? 5,000 children dead? Before you call for a ceasefire? The blood is on your hands.
People have been killed there or anywhere.
Right now we are talking.
Right, and you have my full sympathy. I don't want to see a single person dead. But let me ask you a question. I am trying to do what we're trying to do. But let me ask.
I'm here to ask.
Yes.
You're a politician. You
Yes.
have so much power.
Yes.
You have all the media to talk.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
Okay? Why it's so hard to call for a ceasefire when there is more than 11,000 civilians have been killed? Why it's so hard to to ask for ceasefire when hospitals, you as a Minister of Health, you should know that this is not right. If a sniper, if a terrorist, let's say, as you're saying, was hiding in any of our local hospital, is it fair to bomb the entire hospital for that? Is it or not?
What I think.
Yes or no?
First of all,
Answer her. Yes or no?
Are you gonna?
Yes or no?
This isn't a dialogue. The purpose of talking is understanding. So do you wish to hear me, or do you wish to have an conversation? I've stopped. I'm late to where I'm going to have a conversation.
It's not more important than people
yelling at me or being
at
angry
you.
at me
I'm
is
not
not going.
angry at you. I'm angry at the fact that you have not called for the ceasefire.
So
even Justin Trudeau, he did not dare to finish his word. He said the first half cease and don't finish it. Why it's so hard to call for ceasefire? We're not asking right now for end of occupation. We're not asking now for recognizing the 75 years of injustice. We're just asking for a ceasefire for now. Say it or not. That's it.
We're asking for very clearly.
A ceasefire.
For an opportunity to stop violence, pull back, and so that we can find a path.
Say ceasefire.
Look,
Say ceasefire.
Folks, what I'm trying to do. Okay, let's take a step back. We're right now here in Canada in a place where I am seeing a rise in Islamophobia and anti-Semitism.
Yes.
I'm deeply concerned about that. I'm deeply concerned about our country.
Yeah.
I'm not?
You're concerned for Islamophobia,
Well,
but
that's
keeping
not a
action
fair
and
thing.
calling
That's
for
not a
ceasefire.
fair thing.
It's
To say that I don't care about our
Have you
country
made a
or
statement?
about
Have you
that I don't
personally
care
made
about
a
our country.
As our
I mean,
Minister
come
of
on,
Health,
that's
have
not
you
a
made a
reasonable
statement?
point.
Have you made
I have. Go look over. I've been elected since 2004,
have.
and look at all the statements I've made.
Okay,
I
as a
have made it
Minister
very
of Health,
clear.
what is your
Yes.
position on
My
the mental
minister-
health of Canadians
Right.
that are suffering by the
That we have to stop,
re-traumatization?
that we have to talk and approach to each other with kindness, that saying to good people who care
What
that
is kindness in the face of genocide?
What is
kind of
when we
response
have
is
people
that?
when we have people dying all over the world right now in so
Are
many
we
different
funding
ways?
their genocide?
But I'm asking you, when people
yeah,
are
go
dying,
ahead.
when people are dying all over the world,
Why won't
how
you
do
say
we
the
as
word
good
genocide?
people? How do we as because genocide,
funding
first of all,
genocide.
is a term that has legal connotations. I am not the person to
UN
make that determination.
has
There
declared
is
that it
going
is a
to be
genocide.
all I'm saying.
Human Rights Watch has declared that
Okay,
it is a genocide.
but I'm saying that talking to each other, and I'm going to end on this point because I'm very late, but I'm going to end on this point, which is that I believe you are good people. I believe your hearts. I encourage you to keep to keep speaking. I want you to. All I'm saying is how we speak to each other matters, and that we have to. I understand that you think that is the answer. I understand that, but I want peace. So I respect.
How ceasefire is
Right.
not peace.
So this
How
is
stop- how is just stop killing?
right now being this is
aggressive.
no
This is
I'm saying that
aggressive for you.
I'm saying that
We
I'm
are-
not. I encourage you to. I ask you to. I stop to talk with you. I encourage you to continue protesting. We live in a country where that is possible. Please
We
continue.
also live in a country that funds the genocide of the
So
Palestinian
what I'm saying to
people
you is that
stand behind.
you in a democracy we have conversations about with our limited power in the world how we can make a
Do you have
difference.
children?
Yes, I do.
How do
Yes.
you feel when a mother her
Horrible.
children?
When I see that happen anywhere, and so
you
do
ask
you.
for a
So how do we
ceasefire
talk
if
to
your
each other
children
as
are
people?
Palestine?
How do we talk to each other as people? Do we question whether or not I love humanity, or whether or not I want to stop
Human Rights
death,
and
or do
conflict
we?
resolution
But
degree
or
from
do,
University of Winnipeg. I know what you're talking about, and I know the power of conversation and peaceful talking and all of that. But a genocide happening right now, front of our eyes, does not wait. It's not the time for talk right now. We would have a talk later in 10 years, and we would stand on their indigenous land and acknowledge the genocide and shed tears and feel bad on ourselves. I don't want you at that point, or your kids, or your grandchildren, to feel bad that their father, their grandparents did not do enough. I want good for you.
so what I'm going to say to you.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire now!
I'm late, but I'm going to say the last thing. I'm going to say the last thing, which the last thing, because they're asking us to leave and I have to go. The last thing that I will say is that you please keep advocating for the way that you can find peace in the
need
world.
your voice.
I will do the same. And
advocating
to
for
think,
your voice
to
to
think
call for
my
ceasefire.
voice is there. I want the same peace that you want, right?
Minister, we
So
need
thank
to
you
see
so
it.
much. Thank you so much.
The names of this is the 6,000 people who've been killed. That's half of the people who've been killed.
Just like half of them.
You read those names.
I will. Thank you.
You shouldn't be sleeping at night.
We
Their
should-
blood is on your
We
hands.
should all sleep at night. Just because there's bad in the world doesn't mean that we stop
If
sleeping.
their blood is on your
So,
hands,
Look, you're a good person. I'm sure and certain that you want good in
Okay,
this world.
as a
I
healthcare
do.
worker,
So let's be careful-
I'm a
let's be
healthcare
careful how
worker
that we
from
talk
Middle
to
East.
each
I'm a healthcare worker from Middle East. You're my prime minister regarding for the health, and you're not saying anything about the genocide that people been killing there, and you're not saying any ceasefire right now.
I'm saying that
Please don't
I
touch me.
have in my heart peace that I'm doing, and we're doing everything we can.
So
for
just say
refugees.
ceasefire. That's what I'm asking for.
just say
My
ceasefire.
Right.
We'll let you
But
go to
I'm
the
saying
airport when
to
you say ceasefire.
Hospitals are
Just say the word ceasefire.
Folks, I have said to you that you don't hold on a second, okay? To say that I don't care about peace or care about
All you have to say is one word.
I'm not-
One word. Ceasefire now.
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 Don't push me. Don't push
now.
me. So don't push me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Ceasefire
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire
Ceasefire
now.
now.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now. Ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Stop killing kids!
Stop killing kids!
Stop killing kids!